amazing breakfast, which I'm pretty sure most of you, if not all of you, indulged in this breakfast. Um, After Pykon had some conversation with Asmodeus, you witnessed Asmodeus rip off a thumbnail and kind of carve it into a guitar-looking pick, and giving it over to Pykon. Asmodeus took his leave, and shortly after that, where the Outlander was sitting, a portal had opened up and outstepped the red wizard that you guys had previously met in the Halloween episode. I will say one part of my one favorite part that I had about this whole entire thing is after when the red wizard showed up, he then pressed a jagged red blade to the Outlander's throat and had an entire monologue that he was supposed to say to the group, but halfway through his monologue, everybody was just kind of like, "Who the fuck is this guy?"
Hell yeah, that's my party.
Like, I would. I'm just super glad that I didn't write that out. That was an AI generated monologue.
Okay, you know what? I questioned in the moment if that was AI generated or not, but I don't care. It was still cool.
I was gonna say,
Because I was like, damn, Clarissa, where the fuck did this shit come from? How?
But after the party interrupted his monologue, he said some final words to Cassandra, and then dragged the Outlander into the portal that he stepped out from, which the portal then closed, sealing it off. A little perplexed on whether or not this guy was serious. Most of the first original thought was, all right, cool, I guess we have a ship, let's move on. Luckily for Crampy kind of stepping up, saying that they just lost the band manager, it was of decision to go after the
Yeah, track his shit down.
After talking or asking for some help from Asmodeus, before he warped you back to the planet you were on just before coming here, the Dino planet, he did hand over a vial of liquid luck to Pykon.
Yes.
After arriving back to the planet, very quickly the ship came into view to discover that Archimedes was flying it, looking for you guys. Apparently he had fixed the ship and you had been gone for quite some time, so he took on the painstaking task of this. And just for scale reference on how big Archimedes is, he's an owl, but he's not a big owl. He's probably about this big.
So, he's like the size of a Nerf football.
Yeah, exactly. So this poor little bird found everything that was needed and fixed the ship. When you guys found him, he was very exasperated and panicking as a distress beacon for the Outlander was going off on the ship. After kind of explaining that, yes, this will take you there, but I need somebody to pilot the ship. I can only, basically, autopilot just around the planet. He can't go anywhere else. The group did decide, yes, we do need to get our band manager back. However, he should be fine. Let's go back to the Githyanki tribe and put on the best show that we've ever had. To Archimedes' protest, which fell upon deaf ears, the party, after Pykon took the liquid luck and was able to pilot the ship successfully, got you guys back to the Githyanki tribe, where all of you changed into your new white-robed uniforms and descended from the ship
like all white
angels
baby.
On high, playing Stairway to Heaven, a copyright-free version of Stairway to Heaven. And this by far, easily, had to have been the best performance that the Rift Rats have put on since becoming a band and touring the cosmos. The Githyanki warriors were perplexed by the entire show. After the show had ended, some of you ventured back to the ship where Crampy decided to go out and have some or sign some autographs for some fans, and then had a very wonderful rendezvous with a particularly hunky-looking Githyanki behind a bush.
Yeah, the close encounter of the third kind.
Which, to Rayla's or Lyra's dismay, she kind of caught a glimpse through the bush just a little bit. Cassandra had retreated to a bath, I think.
Absolutely.
Where Pykon had kind of taken a seat in the corner of the cockpit, working on smoothing out some power cords with his new round pick.
Yeah, he's like Marty in Back to the Future.
Yeah, no, exactly. Patch, I don't remember a whole lot of what you did, if you remember.
Patch had moseyed into town and met a blacksmith.
That's
and had
right.
his Morning Star and his flail silvered.
That's right.
Yes, you did. To which the blacksmith, very confused as to why you would want this, he did the work for you, and it came out rather beautifully. Chazz had taken it upon himself to speak with Archimedes and kind of find out a little bit more, and was the first one to kind of hop up and say, well, the ship's not going to pilot itself. To which, after he took his place at the helm, poor Don rolled 2 nat zeros in a row.
That's what we call a big oof.
Which made the ship bounce around, do barrel rolls everywhere. Poor Cassandra was just inside of a washing machine at that point.
And Pykon is just like backseat driving the whole time.
The whole time, in like the worst possible ways. He's pointing to buttons and levers and knobs that he has absolutely no idea what's doing, and it is not helping Chazz out at all. Even with Archimedes kind of popping around. Eventually, I do believe Pykon took it upon himself, since he is the expert, to trade places with Chazz, and was able to lead the ship directly into the rift. Upon exiting the rift, you guys found yourself on a volcanic world, where after the ship guided itself towards the district beacon of the Outlander, you came upon a dark, desolate castle that is sitting in the middle of this lake of magma. The ship then landed itself, and upon investigation, just kind of taking your glance through it, you didn't see any creatures, any signs of life wandering around. And I believe with the help of 3 of you, since Rayla is small and she can fly too. Or not Rayla, Lyra. God damn it.
This is such a time.
She asked the question, is this because I'm small? And Pykon responded back, well, no, you can fly too. I believe you guys activated, or you gave her dash, invisibility, and Cassandra made her even smaller.
Haste, I think you mean to say.
Haste, yes, thank you. And where we kind of ended off is after you guys casted your spells on Lyra. And this is kind of where we're gonna pick it up.
Oh yeah,
today.
Lyra's gonna be fucking flying in solo, scoping the place out.
Oh shit, spotlight's on her.
Here we go.
We're ready.
Lyra, like I'm gonna say, like I think we decided on the size that because you didn't want to be like as small as an atom, obviously, but I think you're more like the size of like maybe a fly or like
Like
maybe a
Thumbelina?
dragonfly.
She's
Yeah,
a
like
cat
Thumbelina
dragonfly.
size.
Cat woman.
Yeah, like dragonfly size, like Thumbelina size.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm gonna kind of pick it up here with Lyra. What is your next move?
Well,
now that you have been shrunk.
Set the scene again. Where are we? Where are we at? We're in front, right?
Yeah, you are. So yeah, the ship landed in front of the keep of the castle. This castle looks very like Bowser-esque. Like it's an old rundown cobblestone castle just sitting here floating on top of this lake of lava on top of its own rock, so you can see the the light from the magma, that red orange glow just kind of like flicker off of the side of the castle as the magma is what illuminates this world in general. So where you guys would be at is still on top. You're still in the cockpit of the ship. You just shrank, hasted, and invisified Lyra. What are you doing, Lyra?
So I'm gonna go ahead and leave the ship and see if I can find a window that I could sneak into.
Yes.
Okay. So, Lyra, everybody, you can hear the bay doors of the ship open, and you can see this little speck fly up towards the castle. And the closer and closer it gets, the harder and harder it gets to see her. Almost to the point where when she's up onto the castle wall, like you can no longer see her.
Real quick, before she leaves, I'm going to on my lute. I'm going to start playing dun 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 as inspiration for her.
So I am very confused. What is happening?
Oh, we sent one of the fairy. She is gonna go kind of recon for us while we, I don't know, put our feet up. And she should start sipping on some alcoholic beverage.
But why are we here again?
The band manager.
Oh yes, the Outlander.
The Outlander, the one who's taking us on tour.
He got himself kidnapped. It's a hassle, truly.
Oh, I thought he was a pet.
Okay. And we can cut to Lyra, but I'm going to spend the next 2 minutes just like really like distinctly like pointing out why the Outlander is important.
Yeah, Grezel will do his best to understand, but most likely won't.
And Cassandra is honestly like not listening, but she's sitting there drinking in some wine.
Like training a puppy to sit, it just doesn't understand.
Sure.
Okay, Lyra, as you approach the castle wall, you can kind of see, like, it's not necessarily like a big open window, but if you're familiar with like Renaissance history, it's a narrow window that was made so that way whoever's on the inside could shoot arrows through. But you did find a small opening of which you could get in.
Go ahead and go in it now.
Yes.
Everybody from the ship, you see this small, like, little flicker as Lyra's Lyra, god damn it!
Bolt started.
Who is Rayla? What game is that from?
Mercy said last night.
From last night? God,
Yo, bitch!
And I
paying
stab,
attention
stab,
or
stab.
nothing?
Listen, we play like 5 games.
It is hard.
Yeah, I definitely would like them reduced, but that's my opinion.
It does get difficult. That's why it's like the ones that I'm running, like Thursdays can be in and out as you like, just because it's just there to have fun. But like I said, anyways, I'm getting off topic.
Forward. Poor Rayla. I mean,
As-
did I say it?
Oh, fuck you.
As everybody kind of sees Lyra just disappear into that small opening, Lyra, I'm going to drag you into the bone zone,
Oh,
and you and I are going to have a chat.
real
Hold up.
quick. If you roll any stealth checks, they're at advantage because you're invisible.
Yes.
Clarissa,
Keep that in mind.
I don't think you can have sex and DM. Come on.
Oh my god, get out of here.
Well, she's all the way in Brigham. She's not here with me, so that'd be kind
Yeah.
of hard.
Hey, VR technology is getting wild.
Jesus
We're in
Christ,
different
go to the
locations
bone
right now.
zone.
I called. Why are you doing this behavior? So much fun.
So, sometime, for everybody still on the ship, some time goes past.
How much time?
I must say, since she was hasted, like, she probably takes the, maybe a little bit over a minute to kind of, like, fly around real quickly, but by the time that she is returning, you can see that the invisibility has worn off.
Oh,
And she seems to be moving back at her normal speed. Those who would be paying attention can kind of see this little dot kind of make its way back towards the ship as it exits through that window that she originally disappeared in. Dre, the spell you used to shrink her, how long does that last for?
It's let me see. It is concentration up to 1 minute.
Oh.
And no, she purposely left out the details.
Up to 1 minute?
Yeah.
Ease.
Yeah, so I'll say that as at this point, then you would have noticed Lyra flying back to the ship, normal size, moving at the normal speed. She does not. As in fact, as she
Nice.
flies her way over to the ship and enters in through the bottom and comes back up into the cockpit area to find you guys. And she seems to be in the exact same shape as she was when she left.
Lyra! Oh, thank God. I thought we were going to have to replace you.
Well, you don't need to replace me yet.
What happened?
Nothing. Found a.
Nothing.
I went in through the window and investigated like the room I was in. Didn't really find anything, but there was a bookshelf up there. Tried moving a book off of it. Heard some mechanical noises behind the bookshelf, but that was
It's always the bookshelf.
and that was all I could find, and so here I am.
No enemy forces, nothing?
Not in that room I was in.
Wait, hold on. You said
I
the
mean, I'm
bookshelf
sure there's
moved?
other ways I could go to try to get in. The bookshelf didn't move. It made noise, like mechanical noises behind it. And I obviously can't move a bookshelf.
You know, I thought about something with your return and everything. Should we not be cautious? I mean, came back, same speed, not hurt. I mean,
The only thing I want to think about is going through the front door and killing people.
DM, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Through my bardic travels through the land, before meeting up with the band here, like, have I heard tales of, like, extremely powerful wizards? And, like, what they're capable of?
Make a history check.
Okay.
We'll let the dice decide.
DM, I sent you a message on Discord.
DM, that's going to be a 3.
Damn, he flunked history.
Oh, shit.
Kidding.
I mean,
I was going to ask...
You're-
I was going to ask for advantage, but I didn't want to be a bitch. And I wish I did.
I mean, we're all bards,
Well,
we're all bitches.
I'll let you roll at advantage because
Oh,
like,
shit!
at a
Retroactive advantage?
out of 3, you know nothing. Yeah, so
Okay, 13.
It's
You
amazing.
you can recall some, like maybe some folklore from
Yeah.
growing up
That's what I want.
that they're like red wizards really aren't like talked about very often, but the ones that you do remember hearing some stories about have not been the greatest of people. They've been world conquerors and people who just lead pure destruction. You know that their motive is to appease whatever higher power, and they will do it in any means necessary.
So
They
they're
do not.
they're powerful little bitches.
Yes. The last story you recall hearing about is of a red wizard that had taken out in sacrifice for whatever higher power that they draw their power from, they was worshiping at the time, whatever. That he had taken out an entire village as well as his own kin and people. You know that they're not nice people.
So I'll just say this. I'll turn to Lyra and everybody else. I'm like, so here's the thing. Red wizards are bad. Not very much the kind of people you want to mess with. But here's a fucking crazy idea. Do you think a rad performance would persuade him to release the Outlander? Or should we go the kill this guy route?
I prefer to kill the guy. Also, I appreciate you dumbing down the explanation.
Crampy, I think we can do both. There's this sweet song I heard out of context. They were murdering people. They believed them to be witches or some shit like that, but it's called Dragula, and I think it's got the right type of beat that even if he doesn't like it, it's going to hype us up enough. I'm pretty sure Gruz will be able to one-shot him if we can't.
Guys, I have a better idea. What if we kidnap the red wizard and, take it to my father and ask him to give us, I don't know, some hellish instruments?
That's illegal.
Okay, we'll combine the two. We'll put on a fantastic performance, and if that doesn't persuade him, we'll already be pumped to fucking kick this punk kid's ass. Then we can tie him up and not kill him, take him to your dad, and make him tell him this stuff. I don't know.
See, I like that plan. I may make a small suggestion.
Please, Patch.
You guys rock his world. And me and Gruzzle,
Hell is he?
we're going to be hiding over there in the shadows, and if he doesn't fall for it, he's going to have a hell of a lot of pain coming up behind him.
Oh, you want to come in hard from his behind. I like this.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much.
The thing is, though, will we be able to make the grand performance grand enough if you're not participating?
Yes, we could. We'll be fine.
I have a nervous sweat as I tune my high E string.
Well, I don't play instruments very well. I only sing growl noises good. So, Gruz will walk through front door, wreck place as best as can. Band goes distracts bad guy while Gruzzle kills people.
Okay, that's
Good
definitely a watered down plan of what we just discussed.
Sounds good to me, and Gruzzle will like
No.
start going.
Perfect.
No!
D minor, we got it.
D minor, I just go.
As things start going, Patch is gonna reach into his little pouch, and he is gonna pull out what appears to be a sprig of mistletoe and a spruce twig. light them ablaze, and around him and Gruzzle is gonna form a black sphere, and they just disappear.
Oh, casting some
Ah.
invisibility.
Okay.
Okay, who did you just make invisible? Both you and Gruzzle?
Gruzzle. Yeah. I cast Pass Without a Trace.
But doesn't he shake the ground when he walks?
Not with pass
Unless
without a
he's
trace.
flying.
Why is the ground shaking? Does anyone know why?
Don't worry. It's the band outside. What do you mean? They're rocking the world. They'll sing it some juicy drop.
So to make sure that I am on the same page with everybody, is it
Okay.
just you and Gruzzle that are going to enter into the castle?
Correct.
I thought the band was following. We're playing Dragula, amping them up.
Yeah. They're playing as a distraction, and then me and Gruzzle are gonna come behind and try to.
Well, the plan was we are the distraction while the band silently slips by and goes do their thing, and we catch up.
Then, in your marching order, go ahead and tell me what it is you guys are doing. Like
Yeah,
as
Gruzzle
you
plows through the
exit
front door.
the
Oh, sorry.
so as you guys exit the ship and not being able to see Gruzzle or Patch, the parties that are not invisible, you guys exit the ship and you see the front entrance of the keep. Gruzzle, you say you're just going to charge the front door?
Yeah, he's going to like ceremoniously kick in the front door, shoulder check it,
That will
and
give
just
us
kill the
ridiculous.
first person he sees.
Oh, okay.
Granny, butler, kid, whoever it is.
Okay.
Granny,
are
butler,
you-
kid, whoever.
Are you flying or are you like on your feet?
He's on his feet. He's charging in like full on demon mode.
So the rest of the party, as you exit the ship and you are greeted with the front gates of the keep, you feel the ground rumble as Gruzzle charges the front door. Gruzzle, just for shits and giggles, because I know you're gonna pass it anyways, go ahead and do like a strength check.
I'd like to rage
or
as I'm
or
doing
athletics, potentially.
Oh, I would be okay with athletics.
this. I would also like to rage.
Okay.
before doing
course.
this.
Wait, have we seen Gruzzle's rage before?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
They've seen it, but not really like a ton. But they have seen it.
Well, I guess if you're invisible right now, it really doesn't matter.
Yeah. Which he's going into rage. He stands about 32 feet tall now.
That's right, I remember because you raged against the dinosaurs.
Yeah, Path of the
That's
Giant,
not-
baby.
That sounds like a band. Rage Against the Dinosaurs.
The rage against the machines, rage against the
Yeah.
So he stands. He's now classified as huge and stands about 32 feet tall. And
Okay.
yeah, I'm going to do the athletics.
Wreck their face.
27.
Wreck. Face has been wrecked.
Why can I not see roll, but I can see it there? What the hell? Okay. Yeah, easily you crash through that front door. As I guess it would help if I shared the fucking music again.
I was about to say.
I was gonna say I was literally in the process of messaging you.
My bad.
You're good. For those who, I guess Colt, since you weren't here, yeah, Gruzzle rages and stands about 32 feet tall instead of his normal 16.
And Gruzzle, you crash through that door. The door,
Did you say 32 feet?
Yeah, Path
Yeah,
of the
32
Giant.
feet.
Whenever I rage, I increase in size.
That's fucking gnarly.
you crash through the door and it explodes in splinters. Everybody else who's still like standing back by the ship, like you hear this large crash as this door just explodes into splinters. Grezel, as you crash through that door and enter into the front of the castle, before I go further into that, I want to know what everybody else is doing. Patch, let's start with you. What are you doing as Grezel just charged off towards the door?
Yeah, as Gruzzle just flies, just out sprints me, like just dead race. Patch is trailing behind, trying to. He is still holding concentration on his pass without trace, but Gruzzle being so big and fast, he has outgrown the dimensions of the bubble. So he is gonna try to sneak in behind as Gruzzle kicks down that door and just like push his way into the room to try and make his presence more advantageous to the group.
Okay, let's move to the rest of the riff rats. Cassandra, I'm kind of curious what you're doing.
Cassandra is, of course, flying because walking is for peasants. She's playing like an acoustic version of "Getting Away with Murder" on her lute guitar.
Okay.
And she's backing it up with a Fernal-based gothic opera singing.
Okay, I like it.
That's how she's setting the tone.
Chaz, what about you?
Sorry, real quick, Cassandra, can you repeat that? What it was that you were doing? I stepped away for just a second and came back to you finishing up.
All good. I said that she's flying above people because walking is for peasants.
Sure.
And I said, sure. She's playing an acoustic version of "Getting Away with Murder" from Papa Roach.
Sure.
And she's also harmonizing with a Fernal-based gothic opera singing.
Sure. Okay.
Chaz would be warming up his D minor rendition of Dragula, basically just the rhythm of it for now, as kind of charging in there. In fact, the intent was to give inspiration to Patch, since him and Gruzzle would be leading the front there. So as long as they're still within 60 feet, I would like to give him the 1d8 die.
Okay, I will allow it. If you all started just kind of moving in there when the rest of them did, then I'll allow it. Lyra, what are you doing?
You are muted if you don't realize it.
Maybe she stepped away?
Yeah, she could be doing something with the kids. Baby, are you there?
Yeah, sorry.
Nope, you're
What?
good.
What's going on?
So, Gruzzle crashed through the door. Patch is on his heels. Cassandra is moving forward. I believe also Crampy and Chaz are moving forward. So it's, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go ahead and follow all of them.
Okay, so for sake of how this is gonna go,
I will say, just because you pass over me, I'll be quick.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's fine. I'm just going to start practicing my D minor scale on my lute, so I can familiarize myself enough with it so that when a potential solo presents itself, I could, pull some sort of. I'm actually not familiar of Dragula on a meta level, but I'm going to practice the scale for just a bit to be able to get whatever solo I need to be able to shine through.
At least enough to kind of follow Chaz along and.
Yeah, and while I'm practicing that scale, I'll use that as a mode to inspire Cassandra as she starts warming up, playing some tunes herself.
Okay. So just to kind of set the scene, as 1 second here. Actually, I can do that in a sec. As Gruzzle crashes through the door and Patch shortly behind him, and everybody kind of funnels into the entrance of this castle, would everybody go ahead and click on that link in general?
Oh, did you do a thing again, Clarissa?
I did do a thing.
Wow. What a world.
Wow.
Oh, gotta zoom up a little bit there.
Yeah.
What the fuck, dude? This is huge.
Oh,
gonna-
D&D Beyond. Yes, I love this.
That's cool, dude.
I'm gonna
Good.
move you guys up here, and I'm gonna space like I said, I'm because like I'm so used to like Roll20 on how I can manipulate the maps to kind of get like everything
On
fit
a
spatially.
square.
Yeah, on a square. This one I'm not like I did this today like maybe 30 minutes before we started, so I'm like let's just see
Okay,
if I like
so-
this better than Roll20.
We can. Does it work the same with movement? Oh, it does.
Yes.
So, are you saying 30 feet equates to 30 feet on this map, or no?
No, not no, like if you kind of like zoom in and you click on the ruler. So I'm gonna use Chazz. You're gonna be my guinea pig. As I drag from it, like where it puts 5 feet, I would like probably like quarter that down. Like 5 feet would probably be closer to like actually like right here. But I'm not gonna worry because I'm so I'm so new to this map system. I'm not gonna worry too much about like movement. Like honestly,
Okay.
like up to like where Chazz is at, up to the center is probably closer to 70 or 75 feet. So I'm not gonna worry too much about like spatial movement as long as you're
Okay.
just using your feet of movement.
Okay, gotcha.
So as you guys come in, as Puzzle crashes through and you kind of come in, some dust starts to settle from the door exploding from Gruzzle crashing through it like a freight train. As you start to look around, you do not see any signs of life in here. In fact, it is pretty run down on the inside. Everything is covered in layers of dust. It kind of gives you this like inclination of like maybe nobody's been here for quite some time. And I'm going to kind of give you guys the floor if you want to explore around. As we're kind of doing this, like I said, I'm going to let you guys kind of explore around the map, work with each other. When you do make a movement, though, I just ask that what you do instead is move within your movement speed, and then when you tell me like, okay, I'm moving here, and you stop, I'm going to kind of explain a little bit of what's going on around you.
Gotcha. Hold on, I'm looking at my spells real quick.
Okay, so I'm gonna move the farthest I can go is 40 feet. So I'm going to move up to the bottom of these stairs.
As Patch slunks in the door behind Gruzzle, he's gonna dash from the door. He has movement. Come on. Let me click, dude.
So you might have to zoom in on the screen a little bit to grab your token.
So he has a movement of 60. Would you say that's about fair? Gruzzle has 40.
I'd say that's about fair. Like don't worry too much like about movement. Just don't just be like, oh, I'm gonna go from like I'll use you, Patch. Like yeah.
I'm
Like
gonna
that's
go
Just be general. It's more about like what we're doing, not how far we're moving.
exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you, Colton. Also, everybody that if you look at the map, the areas that are covered in blue, you can see that blue, right?
Yes.
It's more of a gray, but yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would definitely say that's a gray color, dude. But yeah.
That well, on my end it's blue.
On
so
your end, it's blue. Yeah.
it's nice to know what it looks like on your end. Where you see my cursor here, over here, and
Yeah.
over here, every place that's covered, that is non-explorable territory. Ignore those on the map.
Okay.
Patch and Gruzzle, as you make your way down those stairs onto that landing, if you would like, you can make an investigation or perception check. Overall, outside of that, it's covered in the same layer of dust. There's like some chairs that are maybe tipped over, some broken glass on the ground. It doesn't look like anything's been disturbed for a minute.
16
I'm not-
on perception from Patch.
For a minute?
I'm not even gonna try. That's a -4 on my roll for that. So.
Okay.
Dust.
Patch, kind of looking around this area where you're at, you notice like kind of going down the stairs, and I say like down the stairs. It looks from just like at first glance, it kind of looks like a blackish blob, just kind of like hugged, like stuck to the stone of the steps.
Huh. That's rather odd. Hey, you guys should come take a look at this.
Yeah.
As when Chaz and I start going towards your direction to check it out, I will cast Fly on both of us at casting it at 4th level.
Nice.
Well, if you want to save a spell slot, I still have my jetpack.
Well, I do too, but I don't want to take my chances because I got the fucky one. So, okay, so you don't want Fly? I'll cast it on myself.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say
Okay.
I don't need it because I got the jetpack, but
Yeah, mine's fucky, dude. I don't want to take my chances. So yeah, DM, I'll just instead cast it normally at 3rd level and cast it on myself.
Okay.
But yeah, we go over it. So like, what exactly is it that you saw there, Patch? Huh?
There's Pat's gonna get down on his knees. Just like this black residue or ooze, and he drags his fingers or his little cephalopod nub across the black smudge.
Patch, as you do
you
it,
guys are still invisible, right?
Yeah.
How long
I'm
does
not.
this
I love-
last?
I love this flavor if it is, where it's just this.
Right, if he's just actually invisible. Doesn't it only last like a minute?
I
No,
think
10
Pass
minutes.
Without Trace lasts an hour.
Oh wait, you didn't cast invisibility,
No, I cast Pass Without Trace.
dude. I don't know about you, but for some reason I thought you cast invisibility. It works differently, but I mean, it's still you can still play it off, but like
yeah,
different
don't
scenarios.
pass that trace. Don't you just get advantage on stealth checks?
No, it's a +10 to stealth checks.
Plus 10.
So like,
that's what it
it's
is.
not invisibility, but it's
Like somebody could roll high
Adjacent.
enough to just like basically walk
Sure.
in front of you and you don't even notice it.
but like
Gotcha.
definitely different circumstances. Never mind. Whatever.
Okay, well, Patch, as you drag your finger across it, it feels hard to the touch.
I want to touch it too, but I want to do a good old like, I just like put it in my cheek, see if I taste any sort of spiciness or acidity or anything like that. Like maybe like a charcoaly taste.
So, no roll necessary because I will say that, like, as you drag your finger across it, you feel that it is pretty hard to the touch, but kind of warm too. As you stick it in your mouth, you get this, like, yeah, I would say like a charcoal ashy taste.
If I wasn't mistaken, someone was barbecuing here or something. Something went wrong. But we're in Magma Land, so
Barbecue. Tasty.
Double fair. Double fair.
Can I just like, how high is the ceiling?
It's a pretty like tall ceiling. Like it's not like super high in the air, but like it would take one hell of a jump to touch it. Gruzzle could probably touch it.
Okay, so I'm just gonna like, for my like contribution to the party here, I'll just like fly like 10 or 15 feet ahead, and go to the ceiling and get a good look of the area that we're all in. See if I can pick up anything coming up in the further down.
Okay. So you're flying up towards the ceiling, you said?
Yeah, just to get like a higher point of view.
Okay. So as you get like a higher point of view, I'm just going to point out like you see these 4 pillars right here, like they go straight up to the ceiling. They come from the ground and connect upwards to the ceiling, so you kind of
Okay.
have like some stairs that come up here towards just like a little shrine area up here. So it's like as you fly up, looking like this direction, these are going to be kind of blocking some sight, but you do see that they go around in this little hallway. And from where you're at, everything is like you notice the same, just like the dusty, dark area that you guys are in.
So no sign of the Red Wizard or the Outlander.
Are you currently right here when you went up towards the ceiling?
Yeah, that's where I moved to.
Okay. Make a perception check.
Thank you. That's what I was digging for there. Just a +2 here. Oh my god, 6.
I'll say kind of like as you're kind of surveying the area, the only thing that kind of grabs your attention is in the middle of this little area here, you get just like kind of a glint of gold.
I'll just fly back down. Well, I can't see shit. There's something shiny in the middle, but when is there never something shiny in the middle? Am I right? So, I'm just going to take the back seat here. I don't know where he is. The Red Wizard.
Take some initiative, Crampy, as Cassandra yells way in the back.
At this point,
Yes,
Lyra's
Chad?
gonna chime in and be like, so this is the room I was in earlier.
Yes, I was going to ask about that, Lyra. I mean, like, so is this as far as you went, or like, did you kind of like look at the place?
I explored this whole room. There's a bookshelf at the very back that I was telling you about.
This is the room, Lyra. Really?
I just said that.
Did you
Okay.
catch
You
the
guys were
shiny?
so impatient to get in.
Let's find the bookshelf. You said noises, right?
Yes.
And Lyra, being in here like not that long ago, you would be able to lead them to some other like anything else that you would have found, as well as the bookshelf. It would have that feat would be pretty easy for you.
Yeah, I guess it's I'm leading wait, thank you. Leading them down. I'll point out in this room over here, the what was it?
Yeah, the black blob that is also sitting on the ground of that room and directly in the middle. It looks very similar to the black blob that you saw on the stairs.
Huh. And then we'll go here, and then the bookcase is right there.
Crampy, are you licking this one?
You're on mute, Crampy.
It's his favorite.
I know it's his
What are you asking me?
I was asking if you're gonna lick that pile of goo as well.
I'll approach. DM, the amount of caution I express is obvious. When I look at this, does it look like it would inflict bodily harm? Because I'm all about novelty, but not at the expense of my vitality.
From first glance, it looks this blob on the ground. It looks exactly the same as the one on the stairs. It is as hard as the one on the stairs. Still warm to the touch. I would allow you to make either like investigation or insight on this.
Nope.
Okay.
If I recognize it as the same thing, I'm gonna take like a long pinky nail's worth sample and pop it in my mouth like it's a bit of chewing gum or something.
And right as he does that, she just goes, and that's how you get herpes in your mouth.
So you're putting a piece of this in your mouth. Correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, good.
As
Your jaw comes off as this was acidic. Ah!
Hey, if I start feeling nothing like not so good things, patoo, you know what I'm saying?
Depends on how fast it melts shit.
So, Crampy, as you reach down to kind of like peel off a piece of this, it is still like hard to touch, but as you apply a little bit more pressure, your finger kind of like breaks through the surface, almost as if like you're breaking through the crust of bread, and a good piece kind of comes out. It's warm in your hands, and you pop it in your mouth, and it's warm inside of your mouth. It's not like burning warm, but it is pretty warm. In fact, I'm gonna have you roll a Constitution saving throw, please.
Perfect. I look over at Chaz. I'm like, not that bad. Not that bad.
I'll take your word for it. I'm not as liberal about putting things in my mouth.
15 DM.
As you crunch down on it, it releases a lot more heat from the middle of it.
It's like an ouch pain, but a good one.
Yeah, kind of like popping a hot like pizza roll into your mouth, like fresh out of the oven. You're kind of doing that like. And
dude.
It has that same just like burnt, ashy, smoky taste to it.
Something tasty is lurking around these parts. As I look over to Chaz.
Cassandra's gonna whisper to Chaz watching this and go, if I ever need CPR and he's the only person there, kill me.
Oh my god!
Huh. Well, once again, I'll take your word for it, Crampy. Maybe we should go find another goo pile for you to investigate.
Let's not. Her piece is spreadable, and she just flies away.
I also fly away because I can.
Get away from me!
But I fly in like a lounging position like you would be in a lazy boy.
Hatch's eye's going to be drawn to the shiny object that Crampy had mentioned in the middle of the room.
Oh, right where I was trying the newest sample of jelly.
Herbs.
As you approach, do you approach it?
Yes, I approach it.
Okay, as you approach it, it is a large golden statue, and as you kind of like move around it to see what it is a large golden statue of, as you come around and you start to see a face, you instantly recognize it as the Red Wizard that kidnapped the Outlander.
Oh, got some self-flattery going on.
Oh, guess he's dead.
I can see that humility is his strong suit.
Definitely.
I say my comment as I fly away because I'm not sticking around for this.
Hey, I'm checking out the bookshelf with Lyra. I dipped out.
Is there like... Oh, never mind. I can't. Never mind. I'm not there.
Okay, yeah. Since everybody else is up there tweedling around with themselves, Cassandra, as you approach up behind Lyra, you do see the bookshelf that she has been referring to, and in fact, in the if you like, imagine like a standard like size like bookshelf, I'd say it's like maybe a good 6.5 feet, 7 feet tall bookshelf, with rows of books. Directly in the middle, if you were just imagine like in the middle and about like 4 books to the right, you can see a book has been tipped at a 45-degree angle out of its slot.
Huh. So this is the bookshelf you're talking about? And is there something behind the bookshelf that matters, or is it the bookshelf that matters, darling? What was that?
Lyra,
Tibet, Lyra.
baby.
Sorry, what?
Sandra's asking you a question.
Oh, sorry. What was the question?
So is there something behind the bookshelf that we particularly wanted, or is it the bookshelf that intrigues you?
Yo, I'm not sure. 'Cause I pulled this book here, and I'll point at the book that it was. And when I tried pulling it off the shelf, that's when I could hear the noise. So I don't know. It sounded like it was coming from behind the shelf.
Huh. Okay. And she gets out her guitar and she plays a little magical tune that sounds very metal-like as her chords start to glow, and the ground from the column over here, an earth elemental like rips itself from the column next to us.
I totally thought you said it rips a fart. But
I mean, it would be muddy.
Trey did not fucking expect that's what you're gonna do in this moment. So hats off to you.
Thank you. And she's gonna be like, you, peasant, rip the bookshelf off of the wall.
I hope you're not referring to me as I catch up from flying.
I mean, currently you're not flying. Currently you're not walking, so no. I mean, technically, I guess I am royalty, and you are
One of the lead lutists in this band.
an artisan. Oh!
I always knew you were a nudist.
Oh my god.
Dre, do you have like a strength stat for this thing?
Please, maybe. Let me see.
Yeah, there should be a stat block for it already.
Let me see here.
Earth Elemental.
Is that what it is? Earth Elemental?
Yep, Earth Elemental. Yes, but I'm not seeing it. I may have to look it up myself. Yeah, look up myself. Also, I didn't mean to cut you off, Cole, earlier. Sorry.
Oh no, honestly, I was just saying that so I could be introduced into the scene. That's all.
Fair enough.
I mean, from what I'm finding, even a lesser is pretty damn strong.
She's gonna summon just a normal Earth Elemental, not lesser.
I wouldn't necessarily worry. I mean, it's just
Okay,
an Earth
no.
Elemental, right?
I've got a stat block. I found a stat block for it. Strength 20. So I think that sounds about right.
Yeah, fucking
Yeah.
rock.
I'll make a roll for him.
Should it look exactly like Dwayne the Rock Johnson?
Oh my god, but like stone form.
Yeah, it looks exactly like a tiefling version of Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Yeah, and it just keeps singing to itself. You're welcome.
Yeah,
And
but in its language.
Yeah.
as it approaches the bookshelf, it very easily just kind of like grabs it and tosses it aside. You hear it crack and break free from the wall. And as it goes tumbling aside, the remainder of the books inside of it being thrown about, you are greeted with a archway that leads into a spiral staircase going downward.
She's going to land on the shoulder of Dwayne Johnson as she's still strumming her guitar and tuning it. She goes, "All right, dummy, forward."
DM, as I start kind of following in tow, flying, I want to pick up 2 books at random,
Oh no.
hoping that someone in the multiverse requires such knowledge. Can you tell me what 2 books I picked up, please? As I say, cheaply player to DM.
You were picking up 2 of them?
Yes, 2 books, please. At random, it could be anything, whatever was on the Red Wizard's bookshelf.
One should be about old age and dealing with constipation.
So I'm gonna
fucking
say-
hell. Oats and fiber.
I'm gonna say like one book that you pick up is entitled Infernal Magic and All Its Uses.
Cool, did it. What about the next one?
The next one will be 75 Ways to Wear Your Robe.
True! Thank you!
What a great name.
Oh my god, okay, great. Alright, that's it. I follow in tow. Do you wear your robe?
What a great name drop. Oh my god.
I'm following as well.
Patch is gonna follow until bringing up the rear.
And as we are going down that tunnel with her Earth Elemental Dwayne Johnson walking in front with her on his shoulders, she's gonna start singing the tunnel song from Avatar.
Cool. I will join you instrumentally with my lute.
I am flute. I give you bar inspiration.
Cool. DM, has it been less than 10 minutes since we entered? I'm asking because if it has, Cassandra will still be inspired, but if not, she won't.
Has it been less than 10 minutes? I see
Yeah.
you're about to grasp that cusp.
Okay, so she's still technically inspired?
Yeah,
Okay,
for a little
so
bit
that-
longer.
That goes for patch 2 then, right?
I would think
Okay.
so.
Okay.
As you guys round your way down the staircase, your Earth Elemental, of course, like just following your every word, Cassandra. We
It's
are
a
going
shame.
to have a little bit of a scene change. This one you'll have to zoom in on as well. Let me get your tokens in here.
Oh my god, I didn't know they had a hot tub here.
I'm just throwing in the Bone Devil to represent size, because I wish you could change the character size.
So as you guys come down, you reach out onto this landing right here. And upon entering this room, the water that you're seeing, I would not refer to that as a hot tub. It is also equally glowing red with live magma.
Oh, this looks like a fucking sauna.
Right? A great place to take a bath.
I know,
Magma.
right?
Yeah.
As Gruzzle drops his trousers and like just strips naked. How do you like it, DM? How do you like it?
And she just looks the crampy. She looks the crampy and goes, "If you hear slapping, it's not his butt cheeks."
Yeah, dude, there's some giant things about
Swinging about.
Gruzzle that no one wants to necessarily comment on directly.
Yeah,
Okay,
Gruzzle would like to
anyways.
take a plunge.
Magma
Yeah.
pools and dick sizes, everybody.
Yeah, as that's mentioned, Gruzzle would like to do like a cannonball off into the lava pool, mooning everybody so hard.
Okay. I'm gonna follow behind Chazz. And fly just behind. How high are the ceilings here?
These ones are a little bit higher, probably good maybe 25, 30 feet up in the air. This is a pretty large like under area.
Okay, so I'll move just behind Chaz, but about 20 feet in the air.
Grizzle, you did just take a leap into the magma.
Yup.
Can you do
Uh-huh.
that and be fine? Is that why you're committing to this bit? Because that sounds dangerous.
I'm resistant to fire.
Fire,
Okay, hold on.
not lava.
Hold on, dude. On a meta level, it's not the same. It's also a lot of damage. Like it's like a lot of damage.
Well, we'll see how long he lasts. It'd be fun to see.
Don't worry.
Well,
Yeah,
he's
fuck it.
Well, sure, but dude, it's okay if you back out. It's all right.
He's only taking
I'm
quarter
backing.
damage, right?
Okay, so you're committing to the lava.
Damn, 20d10 fire damage every round.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. It's a lot of damage, even if you resist it.
That's what if you're within 5 feet of lava.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make it that hefty. See, I was always under the premise that like you would be fine because you're like a creature from hell, but if that is not necessarily the case,
Well, it can be if you want to, DM.
Yeah, I'm
it's
kind of
your
curious
game,
about that.
But like,
between me
if
and
you
him.
don't want to, it just depends how you want to rule this.
I mean, he is a literal demon from hell, born and raised.
well, sure,
It's
but
your
Yeah.
call on what
you know.
works and not.
but this isn't necessarily magma from like the
The
Nine
Hells.
Hells. So I'm gonna actually have you
This ain't your mother's magma.
exactly. No, I'm gonna have you if you want to attempt to contest the like resistance of it. I'm just trying to decide how I'd want you to do that.
Well, so the thing is, he's
Con,
naturally
that's what I would
resistant.
do.
So like, are you determining if he's more resistant to what he naturally is used to?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, I just needed to clarify.
So let's just have you do a con save. See what happens
That
there.
makes sense.
Okay.
It's completely.
But like
19.
it's pretty warm. Like they're like as you kind of like jump in, like maybe we'll say like a little bit kind of I got up in between your butt cheeks and that kind of burnt a little bit.
Ooh, my goop.
As you feel it kind of like singe the area between your asshole and your balls, the taint. You're gonna take like 2 points of damage from that because it hurt, but you're gonna chalk it up to like I should have tucked.
Yeah, it's like you know, like when you jump into a pool and your armpits and your groin are protected because you're together, but then when you release, it's like extra second feeling of cold. You know what I'm saying?
Should have clenched harder, but
Light
nice.
starter.
but pretty nice, honestly.
My favorite part was Don's.
With Gruzzle jumping in at that point, making the splashing lava noise as well as his like little yelp from being singed. Anybody who would be trying to pay attention to your surroundings, make a perception check.
Oh.
I will make a perception check with the thingy with inspiration, which is it a D10? What is the inspiration? I forget.
I thought the inspiration was a D10.
I think it depends on the bard level because mine's only a D6.
Mine's a D8, so
Mm,
depends on how many levels you threw at the bard.
Oh shit.
yeah.
Which-
If you're
which-
full bard, it's D10.
Yeah. So yeah, Cassandra, you're inspired with the D10, but am I also inspired with the D10 or no?
Let me see.
Did somebody inspire you?
I
Yeah,
did.
Cassandra did.
Let me take.
I'm
It's
gonna
a
need it.
D10.
Oh fuck yeah.
I got-
on.
I got a. Where's mine? I got a 30.
I got a 33.
14. I'm like the junior scout, like that's there to help, but like I don't have a pair of binoculars like everybody else.
I
I don't
haven't got my
see it,
wilderness
guys.
badge.
Mine was only
You're
an
cupping
18.
your hand, squinting like I
Okay.
think I see it.
He forgot his
So-
glasses at camp.
I'm gonna say, Lyra, at this time you don't hear anything. Crampy, you kind of think that you heard something, but for sure,
I am
Patch
hungry.
Chazz, Patch Chazz and Cassandra, you definitely heard this, and like Crampy, I'll say that like their reaction to it just kind of gave you that boost of like, oh, maybe I did hear something.
Right. Confirmation bias.
It's kind of hard to tell, but you can hear some noises kind of echoing their way through down here. They sound like familiar noises to you. The sounds of grinding gears and steam.
Oh! Is it to a specific like tune that we would recognize? You know what I'm saying?
I would say it sounds really familiar.
I'm listening to Dracula right now to get an idea of what the hell we're even going to be playing. Okay. I don't know about you guys. But I give the look to Cassandra, and then everybody down the list after that. And I asked a single question. Are we ready to rock?
As she looks at what she's sitting on. Absolutely.
Always.
Yeah, totally.
As you're like in the lava still.
Yeah. He has his axe just kind of over one shoulder and
Dude.
his hand on the other. He's like,
That is so metal. Lyra, are you down?
I mean, with that amount of energy, I don't know if I can match you, but yes.
It's just a vibe, Lyra. Just to vibe it.
You can't
Yeah,
fight
stop
the vibe
mellowing
with
it.
Crampy. You're gonna get it.
Sure. Okay, who wants to take the lead in this?
Cassandra and her
Masquerade.
Cassandra and her Dwayne Johnson element will go first.
Sure. And he's like body slapping, you know, or whatever.
Yeah.
Pounding on the ground.
He'll just
Yeah, and I'll pop in after that with my loot. Start getting some heavy chugs in there with my and just sort of like, you know, fly in a sort of like ominous position as if I'm going to come and get ya.
Is this Clarissa right here? Is this like a chasm or is this more lava?
Yeah, no, I mean, like where you kind of see like the like water looking like just assume if you see water, just assume that is lava. That you right from where you're at right here, you're probably like 15 feet up in the air, so it's like it goes down this way in a staircase.
Would it
So it's
be?
like, this would be a jump.
Yeah, would it be far fetched to sit, for Patch to try to
Just get in
gap
one jump.
this?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely not. Roll acrobatics.
Okay.
I don't want to be that guy. You can still make it, but technically it would be athletics. But acrobatics could make sense.
I'm
18?
always confused on what the difference between like athletics or acrobatics does.
The way I think about it is like acrobatics is like balancy type of like flippy type of parkoury type stuff.
Athletics is coming
athletics-
from strength, so any like exertion.
Like
Acrobatics
jump or,
is
trying to
dexterity.
climb,
Yeah.
like lift.
trying to climb, avoid hazards, scaling a wall, jumping. Acrobatics is more like dodging an arrow, Staying upright on a rock slip.
Okay.
Kind of
All right.
stuff.
Yeah. That clarifies a little bit more. Patch, with that 18 there, you clear that perfectly.
Awesome. So, come on, please.
Let's see it. Let's see it.
Not one slips.
Yeah, Pat's landing his roll. He's gonna walk over. Is this like a bush, like a pile of leaves?
So this is just like a generic map that I found. I
Oh,
don't
okay.
really know what that is. You can go ahead and just assume it's flat ground here.
Okie dokie. Then Patch is just gonna, not knowing what the grinding, being familiar, but knowing there could be a lot of dangers with what that comes with, is gonna cast hide in plain sight and just
Nice.
pretty much just
Hunker
his
down.
whole body just melts and he oozes on the ground just flat.
Cassandra sees this and just goes, ew.
Oh
So,
my
like,
God.
you just like ooze out of your armor and just go flat on the ground.
Yeah, just they won't suspect an empty set of armor.
Can I say you're familiar with doing this, so it's like you do it like so quickly that your armor just kind of like stands there in the formation it was for a second before
For
it
a
just kind
second
of like
before it falls.
crash. Yeah.
God damn it. Yeah. Who knew that hiding in plain sight for Patch meant turning into slime momentarily? I love it.
Are you guys attempting to do another performance here? Is that why you're going with the whole like Dragula stuff?
Well,
Yes.
At some point.
In fact,
Yes.
Crampy, I think, Grezel, when you kick open this door, I think that's when we start. We just go right in.
sure.
Look, man, I just got comfortable. I'm not really feeling the door kicking mood right now.
Grezel, what happened to blood?
Damn it, you always know how to pump me up. And he
Oh
like
my
stepped
God.
out.
It tastes like this much.
And he stepped out of the lava, still butt ass naked, and just trudges his way over.
She just says, as you come over, there could be a whole orphanage behind that door, and you want to know.
I will, if there is, I will traumatize them in more than one way. As he's going to then kick in the door.
I need an adult smash.
Yeah, so DM, basically the idea is if he doesn't dig our performance, we're gonna kill him. And anyways, but,
Kidnap.
you know, whatever.
Kidnap.
Or kidnap. Oh, well, yes. Sorry. Almost kill him.
16 to smash the door in.
Near death, but still deliverable. It's like your UPS package that got threw around a little too much.
Also, given Grezel's size, he's not even kicking it. He puts his fist down, kind of level with the door, and just does a quick little punch on it.
I'm stupid.
Yeah, well, and nothing was really holding this door up to begin with, so it swings right open.
Okay.
And as you guys burst in and start your music going, make performance checks.
Yes!
Absolutely. She'll do acoustic backup with vocal backups.
I know this is a little more like techno-y for the riff.
No, I
but-
dig it. This is perfect.
19.
Oh my God! No! I rolled a net 1.
Oh my god.
It is still a 16, though.
Yeah, I know, right?
So really, it doesn't matter.
I mean, it does.
You know what? Maybe I can keep up with the performance, but I'm too in my head about saving the Outlander, and I can't play the solo that I was hoping to do. How about that?
I love how you're like super worried about it. I rolled an 11, so
Yeah, we've got
yeah,
two.
I did too.
We've got two 11s
Whatever,
and
dude.
a
However you
13.
want to do it. I failed. Critical failure.
So yeah, I'm gonna say, because this isn't necessarily your like normal stage performance that you guys have grown so accustomed to.
Right.
It definitely, and not knowing what you're gonna find in this room, like it kind of kind of puts you on edge to where your notes are. You can tell that you're getting like distracted by your surrounding and everything.
And like a whole beat or two behind.
Seeing a few of the group kind of having a hard time, she starts to take up the main lyrics and singing.
There you go.
Yeah, your saving grace here is definitely Cassandra and Lyra.
Do we pass overall?
Overall, like I'm gonna say that like you can kind of hear some struggle from the rest of the band, but as far as Cassandra and Lyra are concerned, they don't care. They're doing what they do best.
Yeah.
Before we kind of close this scene out, is there anything specific you wanted to do with this?
There's somebody to murder.
I was gonna say, I think we, if possible, we get the intimidation off of Gruzzle punching through the door, and this just start blaring into the room. If there's someone to intimidate in the room,
I mean,
dude,
honestly, they would have a seizure. They would
But-
be like, what the fuck?
Also, if you think about it, man, like, it's as surprising as it would be, the song itself isn't being played that well. So, like,
Which would make it
it's
even
a
more
mixed
horrifying,
bag.
though.
Right, oh yeah, a little more
It
disorienting.
would make it even worse, especially if it's EDM style. Like, it would be
Sure.
even graunchier. So-
well, and who's to say that they're not thinking it's just because of like the door slamming into the back of the fucking room?
Sure. Yeah, DM, what the fuck happens?
I really wish somebody cast dancing lights strobing right in their
Yeah,
fucking
there you
eyeballs. Just free.
Yeah, all our
Overload the
movements are
bitch.
shuttered.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna try to explain this without giggling like a little bitch.
Oh, God.
As you guys bring your song to an end, like that, like epic, like deep, like EDM, just fucking Dracula style music, you kind of come out to a close, and as you regain your composure, pulling yourselves out of performance mode and kind of look around the room, you see strapped to a table, laying downwards. I'm gonna post a picture of what it is you're actually looking at and kind of describe it as best I could. I tried to make this as best as I could. It didn't come out how I wanted it to.
Sure.
So if you look at this picture in chat,
Oh.
those like long tendrils that it has, like ignore those. What you're like looking at is
They're back
this
scratchers.
like steampunk style endoskeleton that has been strapped to this table. You can
Okay.
see some like copper gears working, like spinning and doing their thing, and some puffs of steam coming out from different joints. As it turns and looks at you all, you hear in the Outlander's voice, "What the fuck took you guys?"
Oh my gods. I am so sorry that's what you look like.
What
Gruzzle,
happened to
apparently you're not
you?
the only one walking around naked.
Oh, is he just naked? Are we seeing his underskeleton, or did he completely get like a
Like-
model
Yeah,
change?
you're seeing his automaton skeleton.
So it's like,
Oh, okay.
it's kind of like when someone steals your wheels in the middle of the street.
He's like, his carapace is missing.
Like, yeah, like his whole whatever's.
Yep, he doesn't have like outside like skin looking parts that you've come accustomed to. He doesn't have his hat, he doesn't have his jacket, his clothes, like nothing is on him. He is just the endoskeleton of himself strapped to this table.
Well, that's a mission accomplished. Let's go.
Wait a second, hold on. Where's the rest of you?
Yeah, you hear some grinding and some puffs of steam as he turns his head towards you, Crampy, still strapped to the table, mind you. He says, he tells you that Zelnar, the Red Wizard, took it. He's
Ow.
relieved me of that body. Because of that, it has left me very weak. I don't think I can move.
She strums her guitar and reduces his size to the size of a, I don't know, small midget, and goes, Grezel, will you carry the whatever he is?
Yeah, I put him in my backpack.
Like
Wait.
as he's starting to shrink and he's talking, you hear his voice like start to get like high pitched. He's
Oh
like,
my
wait,
God.
wait.
Wait.
And let me soothe you with some smooth jazz. I'm going to cast Cure Wounds at 4th level.
There's nothing to heal.
Honey, I shrunk the band manager.
Like right in the middle of an exposition, trying to tell us info. We're like, anyways, put him in the backpack. Let's go.
Yeah, basically, like he's still trying to like tell you info, and you can kind of hear in his now high pitched voice, that like you need to get him back to the ship. His real body is there, the one that he had. Zelnar took, and he's not going to give it back.
Your real body? Question mark? Question mark.
He says, yes. You see, I'm acquainted with Zelnar, and he gave me that body to help him, and in turn, I may have stabbed him in the back and stole his ship.
And
Hey.
yeah, we're walking and talking. Like I'm holding him like a little action figure,
Yeah.
and
I'll
I'm
just,
flying over here.
Yeah, I'll just like fly up to him, so I'm like eye level. I'm like, hey, be honest. Would it make our tour more comfortable if Zilnex or whatever was out of the picture?
He goes, yes, but I... And some, like, steam kind of comes out of his jaws. It kind of hangs a little crooked. I do not think he is still here, but I fear we are still in danger. The quicker to the ship, the better we are.
Sounds
Alright.
good to me.
And I just fly forward. Like,
Yeah.
don't even think about it anymore.
Girls is just gonna keep dashing at 80 feet per second.
Yeah, me and the Rock Johnson will be falling behind.
The Rock
The Rock Johnson, I can't.
I'm gonna say that, like, you guys, what do you mean? What the hell?
Uh-oh.
Oh no!
It broke. I'm gonna refresh it. Why did it break?
It breaks because it is finicky still. Oh. It is not broken
Well,
divorce.
that's not the one that I want.
That's what she said. And that's how divorces happen.
Rude.
I was like, Christ, you know, if you think about it, that was kind of like, you know, a little bit of a joke there, and then you called yourself out.
God damn.
Okay, we're gonna fix this because I need it.
I need it.
That is not what I wanted. Put it. Oh wait, hold. God damn, sir. I know what I'm doing.
I doubt you. I just didn't dodge. I have a Dwayne The Rock Johnson amount of confidence in you.
Oh my God.
Yep, no, because apparently it does not want to work. So, we don't have to. That's fine. If it's not going to work, it's not going to work. I tried even just like deleting the map and re-uploading it, and it won't let me. It won't let me.
It just won't.
Damn.
Yeah, that's sad.
Biscuits
Oh, well.
and gravy.
So, you guys make your way back up that spiral staircase and come back out of where the that archway that the bookcase was covering up. As you exit out, one second. Actually, I like this music.
I don't have a second.
As you exit out of the archway, the area seems to be glowing in that red and orange magma color. As you look down towards the cobblestone floor, in between the cracks, you can see just little pools of magma working their way through, all in various directions. And as they kind of start to come to different spots and start to pull up, they start to rise up in an almost humanoid form as they take shape and harden.
Lava elementals or something?
These now magma creatures that you can still see that like glow beneath the hardened surface seemed poised to fight. 5 magma creatures are in here with you. I'm gonna put like 2 of them as you come out of the entrance. I'm gonna put 2 of them at least about like maybe 15 feet away from that entrance. The other 3 are about 20 to 25 feet outwards of where they spawned up at. And I would like everybody here to roll initiative.
You got it. Man, I've been rolling so shit.
That's a nat 1 for 4.
Damn, Patchy Patch.
Dude, when he reassembled, he put his helmet on backwards, and he was like, "Ah, shit."
It's like it got stuck on like your shoulder plate. So you're trying to twist it, but it keeps snagging. You're like, wait,
Oh my god.
wait.
Okay, let me take these notes real quick.
I doubt it will happen, but if I stop responding, it's because I passed out. Because good lord, these dogs have tired me out.
That sounds about right.
That's alright. I mean, if you wanna bounce out, that's okay.
Nah,
Lyra-
man, Mama didn't raise no bitch.
Lyra and Crampy, who has the higher dex?
I have a 15 with +2. How about
Lyra,
you,
what's your dex?
Lyra?
Lyra!
I'm working on it. Sorry, my phone. I got it. I'm moving stuff around my phone. Sorry. Dex is 17.
Okay, so you go first.
And oh,
Uh-oh.
Quick question: are we supposed to be on a map or no?
It didn't work.
Okay, just want to be sure. Just want to make sure.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
one's going to be theater mind.
yeah,
Good
it's
old
gonna
brain.
have to be, unfortunately.
Damn, dirty brain.
Okay, so it looks like from my perspective, we're gonna go Gruzzle at the top of the round, and then 2 of the magma creatures are gonna go. Chazz, you'll follow. Cass, Lyra, Crampy, Patch, and then the last 3 magma creatures will take their turn. Gruzzle, you are up, still carrying the Outlander. I don't know how you if you strapped him to your back or what.
I
or
just put him in my backpack. Yeah.
Just
Kind of like
stuff
on the
him.
side pocket where you put a water bottle, you know? But it said it's him hanging out.
Okay.
Yeah, Gruzzle is going to attack the closest elemental with his flame tongue great axe.
Yeah. Oh, well. Are they are they immune to fire damage?
Fire damage, yes, because they are magma creatures.
Well, they'll still take the 1d12 at least.
Yeah, any blunt force trauma, they're definitely gonna take.
28 to hit
Oh, that hits.
and a 13 to hit.
The 13 does not hit.
Okay. That would be 10 damage, plus on top of that, 1d6 lightning. So 13 damage total.
Nice.
Nice.
And
Where's the lightning damage coming from?
Elemental Cleaver, part of the Path of the Giant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then for my bonus action, but wait, there is more. How big are they?
They are of like humanesque stature.
Like medium size? you
A
would say?
medium.
Yeah, I would put them at medium.
Where's the next closest one?
The next closest one would be like to the from where that one's standing to the right of it. They're still the front two are 15 feet away from where the bookcase was covering.
How far apart are they? Are they apart by any measure?
Yeah, they're apart by like 6-7 feet.
All right, good enough. I'm gonna throw the one I attacked right into the other one, or at least adjacent to him.
I think a throw would take place of one of your attack actions, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe.
Not
it
unless
does
you're
too.
a giant barbarian path, because as a
Oh?
bonus action, I cast my Mighty Impel.
Oh shit, dude! I don't know shit about what you're playing.
The Path of the Giant Barbarian is so damn broken. I can't
That's-
believe they approved it, because
No,
as
I'm
a
not saying
bonus
it's
action,
broken. I'm not saying it's broken. I just didn't know that's how it worked.
I'm just saying it's pretty damn powerful. So as a bonus action, while raging, as long as they're medium or smaller, I'm going to throw him up to 30 feet from myself, which I'm only going to throw him into the other creature.
That's
Oh,
perfect.
I fixed the map.
Oh,
Nice.
Cool.
He has to succeed a DC 18 strength check.
Okay.
Or go flying.
5 seconds. Let's add you guys back. I think I just did Crampy. Chazz, Lyra. Okay, so I just put you guys in there. And for are you gonna load more, or are you just gonna think about it?
I'm sorry to ask. Could we take like a 5-minute break?
Yeah, no, that's fine. While I'm setting up the rest of this and putting you guys where you're at and get the monsters set up, let's go ahead and take like a 5-10 minute
Yeah,
break.
I
Go.
need to take my
Thank
dogs
you.
out and stuff.
Yeah, I should probably let mine out real fast too. So let's make about 5-10 minutes, and then we'll just meet back here. Okay, folks. As we enter back into this, luckily with the map up and running, Grizzle, you just attacked this. Get my pointer here. This magma creature right here, and you said he needed to make a saving throw of some kind.
Yeah, strength. Save and throw.
That would be a 7.
Oh,
Yeah, so
boy.
he goes flying right into this other guy.
As
Yeah.
Grizzle, like I kind of like so like how do you throw him? Do you like pick him up, spin around, and chuck him, or do you just straight like shot put him?
So, like, after I slash him with the flame tongue great axe, I come back around, but instead of going for the edge, I turn it to the side, like a big ass frying pan, and just slap the entire side of him, sending him sliding right into the other guy.
Sure.
Oh yeah, sure. And that, like they kind of, he stumbles with that one. They kind of move, like maybe a foot or two, but with how hard you threw him, I'm gonna say that they're both gonna take 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
Fuck yeah. And that's where I'll end his turn, using the rest of his movement just to stay right on top of him.
Wow.
So you're staying on top of them?
Oh yeah, dick swinging and everything.
Okay. So did you move over here on top of them, right?
Yeah, I'm like within the 5 feet, yeah.
So the one that you threw, this one over here just kind of stumbled a bit and was able to gain his composure, where the one that you actually threw, he's on the ground. So he has taken his time to kind of like writhe his way back up into a standing posture. This one is going to attack you.
Okay.
And where'd my fucking dice go?
And try.
Yeah, I forgot that your AC is fucking ridiculous. Does a 19 hit?
Nope.
Alrighty.
Great drop at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay, then Chaz, it is your turn with Cassandra on deck.
Cool beans.
Chaz is tastefully going to start playing Move Bitch as he casts Spirit Guardians at 7th level. So you'll see some angelic purple sort of spirit starts flittering around within a 15-foot sphere. It won't do anything at the moment, but anything inside a 15-foot radius of me will have its movement speed halved, and it will need to make a wisdom save at the start of its turn or when it enters said sphere.
I love the spell.
Okay. So do they make a save right now, or just at the beginning of their turn?
At the beginning of their turn, so they're already within it. So if they try to move, their movement speed's halved, and then at the start of their turn, they need to pass a wisdom save or take a shit ton of damage.
So
Kill him.
how big was that spear? Did you say?
15 feet.
So
Radius.
like,
It's centered on me, so wherever I am, 15 feet radial out.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a
Hold up.
constant thing.
I'm
So like
useless.
it's not like stayed on the map in one spot. As I move, unless I lose concentration, anything 15 feet within my range will be inside this.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Oh my god, dude, get out of here.
So as of right now,
Alright.
just those two. But if the other ones move in to like hit Gruzzle per se, it would activate with them moving
Spirit
into
Guardians. Yeah.
okay, no worries. Is
Dude,
that
I
the
love the spell.
end of your turn?
it. Yeah, that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay. Cass, your turn. Lyra, you're next.
Cassandra's still playing some tunes on her guitar as she kind of sings in a high-pitched noise. I did it because I could. And she cast Enlarge on Gruzzle.
Jesus, how much bigger do you
Wait,
get?
I was
is
waiting
that
for this.
concentration by chance?
No, it might be. Let me see.
Because if it is, it's fine, but that means the Outlander will grow back to normal size. Not that
Oh.
that matters.
Not that it matters, though.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
how big he is now.
Not to be rules lawyer, I just had to make it consistent.
Yeah, and as the Outlander grows back to like normal size in your bag, things get real cramped for him real quick.
Oh, I mean, my equipment grows with me, so he'll fit. Should be fitting fine, I guess. I don't know how big he is.
I mean, he's about 6 foot.
Now he's in a
It's
fucking
not big.
cavern. The bag
Yeah,
grows
I'm
with you.
standing like, yeah, I'm like 36 feet tall, so
You're more than that now, aren't you? From 32.
I'm like just under 40 feet. I would be huge. I miscalculated the other one.
No, he does
Yeah,
this. Okay.
with how big you've gotten, you are like if you stand up, you're gonna have to hunch over because of the ceiling.
Hold
Yeah,
up.
he's hunting a little.
It says that when I enlarge, the size doubles in all dimensions.
Wait, doubles?
Everybody watch your heads. That dick is swinging around everywhere.
Oh no.
Like a wrecking ball.
You're 64 feet tall right now.
What?
Wouldn't that classify me as gargantuan?
Yes.
Well, well, I don't know. I've never dealt with this situation before.
How sturdy's the roof? Because I'm pretty sure he just broke it.
Well, you can get on your hands and knees like that good little boy.
Oh my lord.
Yeah, because I do agree. Like Grizzle, if you were already like 30 feet tall and Cassandra's spell just doubled it, you would be like a little bit above 60 feet. Depending on your stance right now will kind of depend on what happens.
I will also say, not to be that guy, but when we were in this chamber before and I casted Fly and I went up to the ceiling to take a look, you said it was like roughly 25-ish feet tall. So
Yeah.
this is not a big room.
The ceiling, like the area that you're in, like right now, where you have like god damn it, give me my pointer back, where you have like these stairs right here that kind of come down, like this is
There we
as
go.
big
I'm
as
that
the
big
room.
now.
Did you refresh? God damn it, I just broke it, didn't I? No.
Oh my god.
I'm the size of an ancient blue dragon.
Is it broken for you guys, or is it working just fine?
It looks
It's
fine
fine.
to us.
Working fine.
Shit, I can't see it.
That's what she said.
I'm literally Godzilla.
Oh my god, Don! Jesus Christ. Trey has tainted you tonight.
Wait, what happened?
I let it linger for a little bit before I said it.
I know, that's what made it fucking stupider, dude. Oh shit, dude.
Clarissa
Wow,
said
what a
she
world.
couldn't see it.
Yeah, I broke it again. I'm trying to see if I can just reload it. No, it won't. Fuck. God damn it. Okay, well I guess it's good for you guys to have at least. Are you guys able to move the magma creatures?
Mhm.
Will it let you do that? Okay. All right, cool. So then just use that for your frame of reference then. I will just go purely off of the theater of mind since I can no longer see it because I broke it. This is why we can't have nice things.
Because you broke it?
I broke it. So whatever you do, don't refresh your page because I broke it.
Okay.
Yeah, where's
If
that
it's-
Hasbro money at? You know what I'm saying?
If it's
Right?
still working for you guys, fantastic.
He's as big as a blue dragon.
An
But
ancient
as
blue
naked.
dragon, so gargantuan.
We all see his butthole. Just so everyone knows that.
Real quick, Evan. What? I'm assuming you threw the middle one, but which one did you throw it at? Because that determines where it is on the map. Oh, that already happened. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
I was looking at the different ones. My bad.
You're good.
Grussel, what as you grow this large, what stance are you taking?
It's very important for us.
Yeah, I want to know.
He definitely, not realizing how big he'd get, plows right through the ceiling. He's not standing straight up, but he's definitely not full of hunched either.
Oh yeah. So as you grow large,
You just consumed the space.
he does consume the space. It gets tight for everybody else as you watch Gruzzle just grow gigantic. As his shoulders touch the ceiling and the pressure from it, you see the cracks start to happen all around him as it pushes upwards, and you can see the night sky starting to shine through from behind his shoulder blades,
Oh,
where
shit.
just the rest of the ceiling's just kind of like resting on top of him. Also with that pillar that's right there, you have knocked that over and it came crashing down to the ground with a
Oh.
loud shatter.
Shit. Okay.
Give me what my magma creatures do.
Yeah, Gross was just like, whoa.
While this is happening, how I'm going to end my turn is she's going to look at the Rock Johnson and go, make sure nothing touches me, and head towards the exit. And she pats him on his big, shiny, rock bald head.
So two of the 3 magma creatures that are in the back, as that pillar came crushing down and pieces went flying everywhere, they got hit. Not too bad. One took about 3 points damage, the other one took 4. So they're looking, as far as you can tell, fine. But they did get hit.
Cool. I buffed an ally and damaged some enemies
Wow.
with one move. Checkmate, bitches. Checkmate.
Oh my god.
Anything else you're doing on this turn, Cass?
She just looks down to the Rock Johnson and goes, make sure no one touches me, and be best to start heading towards the exit. And she just gently pats his square, hairless head. It's square, not round. So basically, all it's going to do is stay away from enemies. If it sees enemies, it will run away from said enemies.
I mean,
Keep me at range.
It's not a bad plan given the building probably won't last long.
Exactly.
Hey, we still have 3 legs. That's good enough.
Oh, we'll see.
We'll see. There is a swinging building coming around.
If that is the end of your turn,
Yep.
Lyra, it is your turn with... We'll get there. Lyra, it's your turn.
You are up to bat, Alyssa. It is your turn. Ooh,
Baby, you there?
You are muted.
Yeah, hold on. She did... No, that was Sandra.
B505.
I have been waiting for the perfect time, and the fact that he got this big.
That was me spelling the English stuff.
Oh, I thought you were doing cocaine. I apologize.
I understand the confusion.
Melissa, if you can hear us, you're on mute.
We can bump Bink until she gets back.
Bing bonk.
We can what?
You know, we just
We can-
move on in initiative until she comes back.
Yeah.
Okay, I just text her, so I don't know.
She can give me
Um,
some. I think I'm next. If you are going to move on.
Well, yeah, we'll move on with what I had next. 1 second here, because there is an environment shift. I need I need Crampy, Chazz, and Patch to make acrobatics checks
Sure.
or athletics. Essentially, you're going to see if you can dodge falling pieces of the ceiling.
Can I go with athletics?
Yes, that's the one. Athletics.
20. Not natural.
So 7.
So yeah, Patch and Crampy, you hear pieces of the ceiling start to crack and crumble away. You have time to kind of look up and step out of the way of some falling pieces. Chazz, you get smacked by a falling piece of the ceiling directly on the head and take 10 points of damage.
Oof. Ouch. You get a little cartoon goose egg that grows about 3 inches off your head.
And then Crampy, it'll be your turn.
Okay. So I will sort of jump and land into a 3-point hero stance and give a little bit of a slide to home base into it a little. As I come up from that, I'll pull out my lute and just start like playing some sort of like crazy up in the high frets, like around 12 or 15, just like playing some crazy little solo, and that will start to like repeat upon itself and start to build upon itself and turn into this sort of like white noise that all coalesces around Gruzzle's large form as I cast haste.
Oh my god, are you...
So you're gonna haste
Godzilla?
giant Gruzzle?
Yeah, so he will get advantage on dex saves, his movement is doubled, and he gets an extra action. If he uses it to attack, it's only one attack.
Can we call him Grozilla?
Yes.
Rosilla.
So after doing that, I'll do a tasteful sort of like dance move to sort of move, like make some distance between me and the fire elemental. Let's see here. I'll move to right over here. Maybe like right here. And then I'll use my bonus action to inspire Patch. And I'll say, Patch, we gotta kick some ass! And you are inspired. And I will end my turn.
After Crampy would be Patch, and then those 3 magma creatures are going to take their turn.
Okay, Patch is gonna make this easy. We're gonna funnel him into Senor Gigantic Gruzzle. And we are gonna cast Spike Growth
Okay.
on that rat path chamber, pretty much blocking that. Well, they can still walk through, but they get forward to Gruzzle. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Do some funneling there.
And then I'm gonna move over to Chazz and end my turn.
Get real chazzy with Chazz.
The Chazzinator, as it's classically known.
Among the jazz community.
Yeah. Who's Louis Armstrong? I don't know.
Doesn't sound
Okay.
like a Chazz comedy.
Those 3 magma creatures are going to use their movement speed to kind of come together in the middle of the area where they're at. So the 2 from the sides are kind of move in to meet the middle one.
Oh?
They
That's what I'm thinking.
take hands with one another. They start to glow super red bright as they kind of fuse together.
Oh my god, I was just about to say, are they gonna
Incoming.
fuse together?
Come into a bigger amalgamation. Not anywhere near as big as Gruzzle, but they would be considered large.
They're trying to even it the best they can.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, fire elemental.
I mean, large, that means they're bigger than most of the party if you don't think about Gruzzle for a second.
I mean, technically, I'm sitting on top of Rock Johnson, so I feel like I'm actually taller.
Well, sure, in a practical sense, maybe.
Ah!
And that is where they will end their turn. We are back at the top of the round. Grizzle, what are you going to do next?
Give
So,
him hell.
I got a question. Given that my hands are about the size of like a fucking Honda Civic, can I just feasibly grapple up 2 of them in each of my hands? Given like how massive I am?
Size of a Honda Civic?
I'm just saying, like, sure, rules are rules, but also rules don't usually apply that you're fucking the size of an ancient dragon.
So I would say, like, with how big you are, you would very easily be able to scoop up one. The second one would take like another like grapple roll, but maybe at disadvantage because you're already holding one.
Okay. Well, instead, I'm going to. And how far is this thorns area? What is that like covering here? Like, what's the radius on that?
It's just
thorny.
the right path that can come down towards the.
But is it like out here now? Like,
I mean, I kind of just kind of assumed it was like right here.
Yeah, the way Patch described it is he was just trying to funnel the now fire elemental towards you.
So like
Okay.
this would be the path instead of like both sides or whatever.
okay, I'll just attack the big fire elemental recklessly.
The big one.
Yeah, 21 to hit.
Nice.
A 21 does hit.
Nice.
Okay, and then a 12 to hit.
12
You
does
get-
not.
You're also hasted, so you can attack again.
Okay, I'll do that.
Shit. I still imagining the Honda Civic fists just coming at them would be
Nat-
just horrifying.
Nat 20.
Oh, fuck yeah!
Is there like a shockwave right when you hit them?
Yeah.
I mean,
Is it max and doubled, or how are we doing it?
No, I think I always just did it as max damage.
Okay, and then what about each of my brutal criticals? Are those max too?
Well, technically, you roll them after the fact. Like they're not part of the doubling process. They're just like the cherries on top.
That's true.
Yeah, I'll go with that ruling.
That's just how it works, sir.
Okay. That is 17 plus. 17, 27, 37, 47, 56 damage on the one hit.
Kill him, dude.
Oh wait, I forgot the fire damage, but that is immune, right?
Yeah, he doesn't feel anything from the fire. So 56 damage straight.
Plus, damn, I rolled a 1 for 2 of those. Plus 58, 59, 60, 66 damage.
Okay, so a total of 66, you said?
66 damage, majority was slashing, the rest is lightning.
Okay. And as you hit it, like, it's still standing and looking still in decent shape, except for the portions of where you hit it. Some portions of the like the harder outer coating has broken free, and instead of oozing like blood, it's oozing magma out of its body onto the ground as it oozes out and starts to pool up around it.
And then my other attack that landed on top, 85 damage total.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Is that an additional 85?
No, just plus the 19 damage on top, 85.
Wow, dude.
God
what
damn.
a fucking... You're the size of Godzilla and sending out a
Dude.
shockwave of a punch there.
Elder, does it look just like the GIF with One Punch Man to them? Is that like how big you actually are?
Yeah, that's about the size of my fist compared to a normal medium creature. At this
Oh my god.
But instead, it's actually my great axe is hitting him, so even larger than that, because the
Oh,
great axe
Oh,
head
right,
is even
right.
bigger.
Oh my god.
So it's like that part of where the building is gone. I mean, it's up to the DM, but basically a massive, like semi length, semi width, and then like 10 semi stacked on each other size great axe head goes right through the building into this thing.
Wow.
If only we had an invincible ball, he could just throw us to the next city.
Right. Well, if only it was what's his face from the Standing Bear.
Oh God.
Who's next?
Oh wait, I'm not done yet. I'm
Oh,
gonna use my
okay.
bonus action. With my bonus action, I'm going to try to pick up the acolyte and then throw it into the big fire elemental too.
Oh my God.
Strength saving throw.
Okay, what are you picking up and throwing at it?
One of the fire elementals.
Oh wait. I'm picking up the fire elemental and throwing him out of the roof over the back of the building, wherever that leads to.
Is this the big one that you're picking up?
Yeah.
Or one of
I
the
was just
little
gonna
ones?
pick up the little one because I still want to
Okay.
have my Godzilla fight with the larger one.
Ooh, it rolled a nat 20.
Doesn't happen, but maybe next time,
It wiggled right as your hand came flying by.
right?
Not today, Satan.
It's like Zoidberg. He did a Zoidberg. Shellless Zoidberg.
And that's my turn.
Okay, so since I can't see the map, who is close to the first two magma?
I am.
Still Gruzzle, but that's relative.
Frazzle.
They need to make a wisdom save, though, since it's the start of their turn.
Oh yeah.
Right.
But Chaz and Patch to answer your question. Lyra
So-
technically, but not really.
First one rolled a 10, second one rolled a 16.
Both fail,
Nice.
so they're taking 36 radiant damage.
Oh my God. Bull. That's like fucking over 70 points of damage.
You said how much? 36?
Yeah.
So, kind of the same thing with like the big one. There's kind of missing some chunks around their midsection, but they are also oozing lava out of those that just kind of flows down their body and pulls up at their feet. One of them seems to be a bit more damaged than the other.
Sure.
One is going to make an attack against you, Gruzzle. The first one's going to make an attack against you, Gruzzle, since you're the closest. But that fails. It rolled a 2. The other one kind of turns its focus towards Patch, and you see it bring both fists together and slam them down at the ground as this burst of lava leaves its fist and travels towards you in almost like a ranged attack fashion. Does a 15 hit? Patch.
Patch. Come in, Patch.
Patchy boy. Why are people...
This is getting ridiculous now.
I know, and like I can't get a hold of Alyssa at all, so I'm wondering if she fell asleep. Patch, can you hear us?
Yes, sorry.
What did I say that roll was? 14, I think? Was it 15?
No.
Does a 15 hit you?
Ties lose, right? Or I would lose with a tie?
Yeah, ties go to the attacker.
Okay, yeah, so attacker hits.
You are going to take... $12 points of fire damage.
Okay.
And the magma will end their turn there. Chaz, you are next with Cass on deck.
Cool. Chaz is going to cast Spirit Guardian.
Wait. You don't have to cast it. You already are touched, right?
Different spell. So I have Or Guardian of Faith is. Sorry,
Oh,
I
oh,
misspelled.
okay.
Yeah. And we'll just drop this one.
I was about to say, are you going to drop it?
And we're gonna have him spawn right next to the fire elemental. And that will be it for my turn for now.
I think you're muted. Or maybe not.
No, I said that was the end of my turn.
Oh, no,
Oh,
I meant
I
that
was
towards
I was
Clarissa.
muted. Yeah, after Chaz is Cassandra.
Cassandra's gonna ride her Earth Elemental as it's gonna start heading towards the exit. How far can it go? With a map and without a grid, I don't know how I should measure, especially with his size.
Well, I think the Earth Elemental has a movement speed.
Yeah, he should have his own movement speed.
Let me see. Well, I was also, I also don't know what the grid is.
Oh,
Has
right, because before we kind of established it's kind of interpretive of the distance.
Well, I think
Yeah, I
the
would-
issue is Clarissa can't see it.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's the
right.
big.
Oh,
area.
okay.
That's
So
That's
it can go 30 feet. So I'm gonna base this here.
They could probably make it to about where Patch put out the tangle growth.
yeah.
Like right here on the
Yeah.
measurement it says 30 feet. Okay, cool. And as she's riding it, it's gonna take a dash action. But what she's gonna do is she's gonna start singing in a very gothic, what's that religious band that everyone loved back in the day? Flyleaf. Flyleaf. Thank you.
I was gonna say Skillet.
Uh, As she's singing in Infernal with that kind of tone and guitar playing, as she summons a Guardian of Faith right between the wind and the fire elemental.
Oh my god, two at the same time?
And what it looks like is it looks like this, but the legs are just hellfire spewing out since they don't really move.
Cool.
Oh, badass.
And then she will just. Oh, I gotta. Okay, there we go. Right about there. And they're basically gonna be at this point now, and she's still singing along. And now my turn.
Okay. After Cassandra is Lyra, but she's still not answering. Okay. I can't see who's around. I want. We're gonna have Crampy, Cassandra, and Patch. I want you guys to do athletics checks.
Okay. I'm pretty far away from that area now. I went like 60 feet away.
Okay.
Oh, that's a nat 1 for
then
7.
excluding you.
That's a 28 for me. I'm a buff bard.
Yeah, you are.
Beef.
8. Patch, as you get slammed in the back with some of the falling debris, you're going to take 6 points of bludgeoning damage. and that will bring it to Crampy's turn.
Yours truly. I will simply pull out a small piece of straight iron. It almost looks like a old lute string. And as I concentrate on it, I go, ah! And at 5th level, I will cast Hold Monster on this large lava elemental.
Yes, auto crits.
Yes.
And he needs to make a wisdom saving throw of 18 or be paralyzed.
Which one are you casting it on?
The large elemental, the fire elemental over there.
That would be a 17.
He fails. So that means he is currently paralyzed. And any attacks made on him within 5 feet are considered a auto crit if they hit.
And in the kind words of a kind king, get shit on.
Yep.
And this was the one that started off as 3 and became big, right?
Yes, 100%. Yeah, Grazilla's gonna have a fun time there.
That is like the new name. That's what this mode is called when he rages.
Yeah, it's one of our secret techniques as a band.
Bond technique, Grazilla.
Okay.
Yeah.
Domain beatdown.
If that and does that end your
Oh yeah,
turn, Crampy?
sorry, yes, that ends my turn.
Okay. Patch, you are up.
Okay. Patch is gonna reach over to Chazz. 'Tis merely a flesh wound, Chazz. Don't let it affect your tune. As he casts Cure Wounds on Chazz.
There we go.
Nice.
9 or heal for 9.
Sweet.
And then I think we're just gonna hold there and end our turn with that.
Okay.
All right. Since the big magma is paralyzed,
At
It'll
the end
skip.
of his turn, he can re-roll a save. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, and he needs to also roll a dexterity check.
Which he automatically fails because
he's paralyzed.
Oh, perfect. My guardian sword just turns as hell flame ignites from it, and it just strikes him, causing an explosion of hellfire, doing 20 radiant damage.
Nice.
Make that 40 because
Okay.
mine also would hit.
Also,
What's yours?
What's yours look like? I've been wondering.
Yes.
Oh, I described it before. It's this.
Oh, sorry,
like the
I
purple
I-
Susano. It's got Hathor's
Oh
sword.
yes, that's right.
That's cool.
Right.
That's cool. I like that.
So a total of 60
40.
radiant damage?
No,
Or is
40.
it
40.
40?
Wow. Wow, what a spell, you guys.
I know, right?
40 free points of damage.
Radiant too.
The giant magma creature is looking a little worse for wears. It is more bits of it has broken off and crashed down to the ground. More magma is flowing out of its body and spreading further across the ground. At this point, I would say there's a good like maybe 7-foot pool of magma around it.
Okay. Oh, so not so safe.
After that, you said it can make another save, right?
At the end of its turn, yeah. It's a wisdom save of 18.
We'll go back to he fails that. It'll go back to the top of the round with
Get shit on.
Yeah, he failed that miserably.
Good. You should.
Top of the round.
Yep, top of the round with Grizzle.
Russell,
You still with us?
kill!
Yeah, he's going to hit it. Do I even need the roll if it's paralyzed?
No. You still have to be able to hit, but if you hit, it's a crit.
Oh.
So a roll is still required, technically.
26.
Oh god.
Oh god, yeah, that hits.
Oh god.
Dude, critical 3 times over. This guy's dead.
He's like, no more! No more!
So that's 20, 36, 36, 41, 41, 53, 53, 55, 55 damage on the first hit.
Good.
Wow.
As it should be.
I'm gonna keep hitting it.
Is he gonna like evaporate
20.
from just the sheer force when you kill him, Elder?
Yeah, it's like the flame just barely there.
It's just like
Damn. Low damage, but still 12. 12, 21, 26.
Low damage?
30, 38 damage. 38. 41 damage on the second hit.
oh, okay.
Kill him,
He's like low damage, but I can kill half the party in one turn.
dude. Yeah, basically.
Yeah,
If we fought him at this size, he could kill 2 of us per turn.
Hasted one hits as well. That's let's see. There we go. We got some big whammies. Oh, and we're back to low. Oh, we're kind of keep on the low side here. So that's 22, 30, 40, 42, 47, 49 damage on the third one.
Kill him, dude.
I don't
Dead
think
yet? Or is he still alive?
I don't think he exists, guys. I'm gonna be honest.
How much damage was that one?
42? No. You said 42 or 49? I can't remember.
I think it was
I think
49.
it's 49.
Yeah.
So,
Over,
Oh,
well
sh-
over 150 something points of damage.
yeah. Hold on, I just got, I know, leaving you in suspense.
I have to leave. I have to check my dog. Sorry.
How dare you,
Mm-hmm.
Brozilla?
Okay, so
Love
what
it.
I want you to do, Gruzzle, is I want you to explain to us how you hit this creature, but not how he dies.
Okay.
You
Yeah,
can tell
he's
me
just-
like what happens as you kind of do it, and I can play off of that.
I mean, mainly what Gruzzle's doing now is it's a nail and he's the hammer, and he's just full force overhead swings with each of the attacks, just cutting him in thirds.
As you do that, and you swipe at him with all your might, and you cut him in, like you said, you kind of like cut him in half and thirds in every which direction. As you do that, and his body just breaks apart, bits of magma go flying in every direction, and as he just kind of liquefies and falls to the ground, that pool of magma spreads out by about 20 feet in radius.
Oh.
So, not being able to see on the map where you guys are at, if that comes in front of you, you might be taking some lava damage.
Haha!
Yes.
I am safe.
Honestly, that really
Gruzzle's
only
the only
affects
one right
Gruzzle,
now.
but Gruzzle's
Yeah, I think Gruzzle's the only one in. Half
Yeah.
feet.
Also, I deal 6 extra damage because enlarge adds a 1d4 to each hit.
Oh my god.
He's dead already!
Dude, shit, you beat me by
I
a
He's
don't
second.
more
care.
dead. He's
I'm
more
rolling the
dead.
I'm rolling the numbers, damn it. 200 damage in 1 turn. Let's go.
So you beat me by a fucking second.
Grizzle,
And then I
you
want to
see
use my bonus action to grapple and chuck one of the smaller fire elementals, the one right in front of Chaz and Patch. Strength saving throw.
Yep, I'm getting it.
Come on, faster, DM, faster! Why aren't you being quick about it?
That would be a 16.
He fails. What's over the back edge of this temple thing?
That's a good question because hold on. I will just pull up the picture. Wow, all of a sudden I have a headache. I blame it on the wine. Looking at it, can you kind of explain like which direction you're talking about?
If the big guy was north, I'm talking about south.
So just on the opposite side of like the 4 pillars in the middle?
No, if the big guy was the big fire elemental was north, I'm throwing him south 30 feet out of the building.
From the hole in the building he made from swinging his big ass Eiffel Tower axe, I think he's throwing him through the opening.
Yeah, I'm Hail Mary home running him 30 feet out the fucking building.
And you're doing this to one of the littler ones left over?
Yeah, like I literally pick him up like a teeny little pebble and go, and he goes.
Yeah. If you're throwing him outside of the outside of the castle, the only thing that's going to be on the opposite side of that is just a lake of lava.
Yeah, he goes flying way into the lake of lava.
He's back with his people.
Yeah,
He's
essentially,
back,
like it doesn't cause these creatures show no emotion when they take damage. He definitely didn't show any kind of emotion as you picked him up and hurled him. And as he just lands into the lava, he just kind of like melts and becomes one with the lake.
I'm home.
Wow.
That's kind of
and that's my
touching.
turn.
What a touching reunion.
Yep, that's how I finished that one off. Just a kersplat.
Okay, I think we have 1 magma left, correct?
Yes.
Okay, Chaz, he turns and faces you, and in that same fashion, as like a last-ditch effort to kind of do some kind of damage to somebody,
Wisdom
he puts
save.
Oh
his two fists together.
60 damage.
I'm assuming a 7 fails.
Oh yeah, again, hellfire.
Another 40 points of damage.
No. That it's not. He's not within range of the Guardians of Faith. This is the Spirit Guardians. He took
Oh,
27
Guardians.
radiant damage.
27.
Yeah.
More bits of him have broken off. He's oozing more magma onto the ground. It's starting to pool up around him and about a 5-foot radius around him. As he does turn and puts his 2 fists together and slams them on the ground, and you see a shoot of magma coming your direction. Does an 18 hit?
Indeed.
Indeed, yo.
That will be 13 points of burn damage, fire damage, lava damage.
Love damage.
Love damage. As he winks at you.
Oh my god.
That'll end that magma's turn, and we'll put it on Chaz.
All right.
But I don't want it on me.
It's stupid.
Chaz, feeling the Spirit Guardians are doing their job, is going to whip out his old trusty boomerang. Let's see if he can
Yes.
maybe finish this bad boy off.
Boomy, don't fail me now.
Solid miss, I'm pretty sure. A 9 to hit.
That does miss.
Oh shit, dude.
God damn it, boomerang.
Boomerang.
He catches it and just snaps it over his fucking knee. Grabs another one.
Chazz.
Sandra, you are up.
I just saw the fucking gift, Russell. Jesus. Fight Loki.
Ew.
Yeah. Is the guardian? Let me see how far away that is. Let's see here. This map. Getting used to this map is hard. There we go.
Hey, I can see the map.
Okay,
Oh.
56 feet. 56 feet.
Jesus Christ, Gruzzle, you are huge.
That's what she said.
Mhm.
Anyway.
You know it. Wink, wink.
Okay, so she looks at the little lava thing that's all by itself, and she just yells out as almost like the sound of vocal recordings comes out of her mouth as she casts this vicious mockery. You're looking a little cold there, Magma.
There you go.
That's gonna be 2 damage. And he's doing a wisdom saving throw of 17.
Oh, that's a 14.
Perfect. It takes only 2 damage, but it gets a little purple glow around it as it now has a disadvantage on its next attack roll. And it's worried about its temperature.
It's worried about its temperature.
Okay, you see, he kind of like puts his arms on his shoulders and kind of shivers a little bit.
Am I cold? I can't tell, can you?
Alright, is that all for you, Cass?
Yeah, but the Rock Johnson is gonna head another 60 feet out of the closer to the front gate. So
Okay.
we go. Let's make that 20. I can go about. That's 20. I can go 40, so I can go right about. And she'll probably just chill right the fuck there.
Okay, okay.
She doesn't trust the whole Godzilla. She's for the chaos, but she's not worth being caught in it.
Okay, okay. Lyra, are you with us now?
Yeah, mostly.
Okay. It would be your turn since you haven't been able to take a turn for a hot minute. The giant magma and one of the little magmas are gone. Gruzzle has dispatched them with haste, with help from everybody else, so there's only one magma creature left. And
He's been
His
tickled
current-
a little bit.
he's been tickle me Elmo just a little bit, and he is oozing magma out of his wounds onto the ground, which is now pooled up in about a 5-foot radius around him.
Let's see what I can use on him.
What's your move, Lyra?
That's something I want to do, but I don't know. How far away is the creature from me?
So if you haven't moved,
Like 20-ish, 30-ish feet.
16 feet. 16 feet.
yeah, about 16 feet.
Oh yeah, I should probably just use the thing, right?
I mean, you could.
So I will use Thunder Wave on him. I think. Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, you'll just have to move up to him to do it, but yeah,
That's
I think
fine.
that should work.
Yeah, I'll move up to him. And then we need to do a con saving throw. 17 for save.
Nat 20.
Oh shit! Are you fucking
Oh,
kidding me?
well,
Well, he still takes half damage. He just doesn't get knocked prone
that's right.
or
Okay.
sent back. I can't remember what it was.
That whore!
Yeah, so go ahead and roll the damage for it, and then we just have it.
Oh.
Half of 21.
That's not too bad. 11.
That is not bad at all.
Yeah.
Or just 10 if you round down.
More bits of him have flaked off. He's oozing more lava. The lava pool has grown by another 2 feet in radius around him. Is there anything else that you can do, Lyra?
I don't think so right now. Hold on.
So my turn.
Lyra, are you done?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Yes, go ahead, Crampy.
Okay, so I will just I'll just start like sort of like holding a very high harmonic sort of pitch, and it will sort of start to build in intensity as a anime style circle of wind appears around me, and I'll hold out my hand as I put one finger on top of my forehead, and I'm going to hold the spell teleport. And everyone I can see within sight, I can teleport to a specific location, and my goal would be to just teleport to the ship. And I will activate such spell when Flame Elemental has been killed.
Okay.
So I should, if Cassandra and her Earth Elemental are still within sight, she should be able to teleport as well.
I think I'm in sight.
Yeah,
I would say so, but I was just going to leave it up to the DM.
I would say with some luck, like, you could see a glimpse of her and the Health Elemental, like, straight through.
Sure.
Like, and I'm just purely basing that off of, like, where you're standing. It's like, it's not too far-fetched. I think you'd be able to see them.
Okay, cool.
As long as they don't move either, like, to the left or to the right, you should be able to see them, okay.
Okay. I will use my bonus action to give Russell more inspiration, and I'll end my turn.
Alright, with Crampy ending his turn, Patch, you are up. What are you doing?
Hey, we're swinging for the fences here. Real quick, Crampy, your inspiration's a D10, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So we're gonna swing for the fence, and we're gonna mosey on up to this. Sorry. Mosey on up to this gentleman here. And we're gonna put all of our strength into our flail here.
Yes.
You getting really
22.
Wow.
Hits.
God damn.
13 plus 2 seconds. Colossus Slayer is.
Oh, Colossus Slayer. Yes.
Sorry. These tabs are not. Okay, sorry. D8.
Nice.
Extra. Oh, my computer is not being friendly. That's 19 damage.
Nice.
And then I'm going to follow that up. My light strike on my Vicious Morning Star with my inspiration roll. Oh, well. We'll go for it anyways. That's going to be a 31.
Oh.
for 5 damage.
Hey.
And then for my last and final attack, I will flip around and get him on the backside of my flail.
Kill him.
Or
Kill him,
crit
kill him.
30.
Kill him.
And then 14 more damage.
Ah! Kill him!
Patch, I want you to describe to me how you hit him.
Yes!
Oh, just as Patch walks up, just wailing on him with that final swing of his flail, it just paint splatters him on the wall. Just elemental guts everywhere.
Yeah, and like as he's flying and like just in every which direction, what you're doing is just you're flinging lava just everywhere. As the rest of him that hasn't been hacked away to pieces just melts into lava and collapses down into the pool. And that pool now starts to extend. Before, just for cinematic reasons, Crampy, before your teleport activates, everybody, you start to feel the entire area just start to shake and rattle. You can see that this area that you're in, which, like, on the map, let me grab my pointer, this area that you guys are in, because of the massive stature that is Gruzzlezilla, it's not holding up too well. It's starting to crumble apart, but also, in turn, the floor, more magma starts to seep up through it. As you start to feel the heat of the lava starting to pool in.
Yes.
Crampy activates the teleport just in the nick of time.
I will say, if I can I include a one-liner?
Go right ahead.
So right as I open my eyes, I see that Patch finished him off, and I'll take my hand up and just do a one big ol' strum of a chord and say, "Thank you, Magma Dimension!" And we'll teleport to the ship.
Now, I will have to say, though, I don't think Gruzzle's gonna fit on the ship.
Well, eventually, Enlarge will.
Oh, I took it off.
Oh.
So
Yeah,
as
he'll derage back to his large size.
as everybody teleports back and is atop the ship, back in the cockpit, instantly, Archimedes is jumping up and down, piping at your arrival. Says the Outlander. Do you have him? Is he okay?
Oh yeah, I take him out of my backpack.
Define okay.
As you
He looks
Cool.
like this now. He's butt naked, and so am I.
as you pull out the Outlander, like Archimedes, like pips and some gears and cogs fall out of him as he has an exasperated look on his face. He says, "Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear," and he instantly flies over to the Outlander, which the Outlander responds by reaching up and snatching the poor bird out of the air, kind of giving it a squeeze and bringing it closer to his face, saying, "What took you so long?" And as it kind of exasperatedly peeps out through being squeezed by the Outlanders, "We were coming, sir, but they wanted to have a concert in your honor."
It was
The Outlander-
fucking legendary. We came
It
down from the
was.
sky. We were in all white. Archimedes was there.
Outlander, I wish you could have seen it.
Yeah, truly, you should have been there to see it, but I guess you got sidetracked.
It was in your honor, though. We came back from the dead.
Yes, as you
For
say,
you.
Archimedes was there. You see like a bead of sweat go down Archimedes' face. He says, he brings Archimedes kind of like closer back to his face and he says to him, "It's time for me to return. He took it back from me." And he just kind of not necessarily like shuts down, but like goes limp. He doesn't seem to be doing super well right now.
Sure.
Archimedes panicking. Says, "Please follow me. Bring him here." As he flies out the main door to the cockpit into the bowels of the ship.
Watching him panic like that, she kind of looks at Crampy and goes, "Does he like need an oil change, or is he gonna be a hassle?"
I don't know. I don't really know much about his kind, but we could potentially return to his home planet. We've been there before. Maybe we could potentially get him some new threads. So
You know what? I agree, but how about this? What if we take him back to the Hells and put an infernal engine in him? Get him really revved up.
Archimedes flies back into the cockpit at this time and says, "I don't need you to take him anywhere except with me," and flies back out the door.
Ugh, what a killjoy. Let's go, Rock Johnson. Let's go. And she just fucking smacks this square head.
Yeah, Grezel will carry the body around wherever.
Yeah,
I
get
see.
onto the ship.
As you follow Archimedes down deeper into the ship, Archimedes kind of leads you into what appears to be like a very crude makeshift like medical bay. It definitely doesn't look like it would be a medical bay for humans per se, but of people of the Outlander's descent.
Sure.
Archimedes, as you enter the room, you see this copper table in the middle of the room, and he directs you to just lay the Outlander on top of it.
So, I don't know what I'm supposed to do here.
Archimedes says, maybe some inspiration? You seem to be good at that.
Oh,
Where's
yeah,
our
yeah,
expert?
sure. Yeah, I know, right? At a time like this.
Right.
I'll just like go, because I'm a little on the spot, not expecting much. Archimedes, you can do it, I think. Archimedes, do it or we'll sink.
Grezel, do you lay the Outlander down on the table?
Yeah. I mean, he would. Unless he could go for a good lava bath.
Oh my god.
No. As you lay the Outlander down, you see Archimedes as he's very frantically hopping around this room, turning a whole bunch of different dials and smacking some buttons, pulling some levers. You hear this release of steam as from the ceiling a capsule starts to lower down onto the table, enveloping the Outlander.
Oh?
Some very horrid sounds from inside of this capsule that the Outlander's skeleton is now inside of come ringing out. Like, if you've ever been to, like, any auto mechanic shop, imagine those sounds.
Sure, right.
Yeah, exactly. A couple seconds pass, and the capsule starts to lift off of him with a burst of steam out from underneath it. As the steam clears, you see the Outlander get up from, or kind of like just sit up on top of the table, but he no longer looks like the Outlander you once knew. He turns to all of you and says in a much sweeter voice, "Well, it's really good to be back home." And this is what the Outlander now looks like.
Did he just regenerate?
I knew it. He
Did
has
he
a
just-
fucking separate body.
And this is where we're going to end off for tonight.